All right, let's try this again. Welcome, everybody, to Tampa, Florida. We are about to kick off Season 5 of the HPL College Football League. The reigning champion, USF, is taking on the second-ranked team out of the SEC. I am U of L fan alongside Always Joker, and we are set to kick off Total Leather. We're underway here in Season 5. Lombard from the end zone. Joker, what are we going to be looking for in this?
I mean, obviously, USF defending national champion, so I believe they have a new quarterback and kind of some new roster changes, some position changes. I believe we have one of their halfbacks at wide receiver. It's either one or the other, but we'll see what Jordan Baker can do.
As first handoff off left tackle, only gets 4. Yeah, I mean, there's some returning players on this South Florida team, but a lot of new guys that the defending national champion is really going to have to work with in the future seasons to come, especially this season. He's going to have to get used to all of these guys.
You also have Mayhem tomorrow. The Oregon coach got a win last night against Georgia. He'll be our analyst for tonight's game.
Almost intercepted, batted down. Nice man-to-man coverage right there. Up a third down now. Played the outside really well.
Okay, Mayhem has our analyst looking here, 3rd and 6.
Yeah, 3rd and 6 here. We saw USF do a really great job on their championship run at converting these plays, so we'll see if they still got it. This is where they've always succeeded, had a lot of success against Kansas State here.
3rd down 6. Baker's going to take off with his legs, makes a man miss, and he's going to get to the 26-yard line. Enough for a South Florida first down.
Yeah, Baker's not as quick as, that lethal quarterback they had last year, Barry Brown. I mean, he was a superstar. Baker doesn't bring that. Yeah, Byron, but, you see him making a play with his legs, and that's something to keep an eye on. If he can make some plays there, it's going to make it hard on Ole Miss.
Gets his blocks, gets to the outside, stays on his feet, and he gets it to the 40. It was nice improvising, staying alive. You see now 1st and 10 on the 40-yard line. Baker, 4-man rush, finds his tight end, and he gets it down into Ole Miss territory.
Yeah, great throw, tight window there. So you really like to see that. Go ahead.
What type of defense? You haven't played USF yet, so what type of defense do you think you would kind of throw at them to start?
If I were playing USF, I mean, the thing, when you've got a team in the SEC that recruits as well as Ole Miss does, I think you got to come out and play man-to-man and let your guys go to work.
At that time, he was sacking for loss.
Yeah, I mean, you see it right there. The overall and talent difference is going to be pretty big, especially in Ole Miss's favor. And so if you're Ole Miss, I think you've got to just try and let your players take over the game here.
Play action. Hits his tight end to the 29.
That's a good play. Saw the blitz kind of get some pressure on him, but receivers open. That's what USF, though, I mean, it's easier said than done. They've probably been the worst-rated team all last year of any game that they played, and they won a national championship. So, at some point you're going to have to make a big play. That's really the key is, in my opinion, you've got to be the one to force the mistake, but you can't be the one to make the mistake. And you got to capitalize on that, too.
Get tossed to their speedy wide receiver, Alvin Isaac. One of the position changes we were mentioning when the game began, he changed from running back to wide receiver just because of his quickness. 2nd down and 11 now from 29. Baker snaps the ball. Going to take his hitch route. Caught. Brandon winning the catch.
Yeah, Baker's making a lot of plays right now. Winton's a guy coming back from last year who played well, and he'll definitely have an extended role. But impressed to see Baker making all the throws.
No.
But
And he's not going to get the first down. That Ole Miss front got in there, make the stop. I think he's going to go for it.
I
Not
think
hesitating
you
to pull the trigger.
almost have to. It looked like he almost dove, trying to dive through the line, and then just ran into his own lineman there
Although
and bounced back.
Ole Miss is showing blitz here on a 4th and 1. 4th and 1. Pick it off! Flyers picks it off. Ole Miss takes it away on. It wouldn't have mattered anyway. Ole Miss has the ball now. Takes it away on downs.
Great play. I initially didn't like that they came out in the same look defensively, but great play by the middle linebacker there. And this is what I just talked about was, now if you're Ole Miss, you got to go capitalize on this here.
And they're already starting out Wildcat, learning from Mr. The Sauce. Instead, he's just going to take this, and he's got a lane. Banks, a foot race. No one's going to catch him. 78 yards, touchdown, Ole Miss.
Yeah, I mean, what can you say? That is just, that's just, and that's a we're better than you play is what we call that. That's just, we're going to line up, we're going to snap it directly to a running back, and we're just going to beat you. And that's what I talked about with the talent gap that's going to exist here. And it's going to be tough. USF already kind of on their heels. Obviously, the game script doesn't favor them with having gotten the ball first and come up with nothing. So, how about Ole Miss, though? We've seen this offense is explosive, and, they show that's not changing anytime soon.
As you see, fair catch goes into the end zone. What a way for Ole Miss to start the new season. I mean, number 2 in the land. I mean, if you beat the defending national champion today, I mean, you're starting out nice. I mean, this is a battle of the past 2 champions of the league, matter of fact.
It is.
Looking for Isaac. He has him at the 46. Gain of 21.
Yeah, good throw. Remember Ole Miss, you got to remember, last time they came out and faced, last season opener, they played Kansas State and got absolutely run out of the stadium at home. You've got to think there's some extra motivation.
Ooh, that was nice coverage. Xavier Squires was there first.
We do have some custom names as well. I believe Jordan Baker's one of them. We have a few on the Ole Miss side that
we're gonna get canceled for. We just need to stop.
Yeah, we just hope they're not seen on TV tonight.
2nd down 10. Baker zig route caught by James, rumbling into Ole Miss territory to the 37-yard line.
Yeah, great 3rd down play. That's kind of the hallmark of this USF team. I'm sure they'd like to be in less 3rd downs where they have to convert like that, but they do a great job, when they have to convert of doing it. So, good play there. Keep the drive alive.
Smith gonna get tackled. No gain. 2nd down 10.
Here we go.
2nd down and 10 for South Florida. Baker hit as he throws. Nearly sacked. That brings up a 3rd and 10. At Ole Miss front is actually getting to Baker.
Yeah, and if anyone watched the Oregon versus Georgia game, you know how terrorizing a defense can get if they get hot. Making sure that you don't let that defensive line get momentum and, start getting sacks is going to be a big key for USF here. Ball's got to be out quick.
3rd down and 10. Baker. Quick shot out. Brandon winning the catch.
Yeah, and that's
another great throw, 3rd and 10.
Gain of 13.
I was going to say a good hot route or custom stem that he did there to kind of get that 1st down.
Ole Miss might be bringing pressure, and yes, they do. Wide receiver screen. Flag down. I think that's going to be on Ole Miss, but it's a touchdown for South Florida. And no, it's actually pass interference. That's coming back.
Wow, USF, what a play.
And so South Florida, instead, their touchdown gets revoked. They got to go back to the 34. You see End of the first quarter. Ole Miss 7-0 lead in Tampa.
Yeah, it's really, I mean, that's like heartbreaking to go from a touchdown, and now it's not even like 2nd and 10, it's 1st and 20. And, this is not a situation you want to be in here if you're
First down 20. Corner route is caught. Gain of 19 to the
real
15-yard
nice
line.
catch there. Baker's really delivered everything on the money so far today. He hasn't really, I mean, that one interception, obviously, he wants back, but other than that, he's been great.
Met him. No, he didn't get it.
Throws a guy off of him, and he makes it 1st and goal from the 9.
Yeah, good run. That's what USF does. I mean, that ground game is so important to their offense.
You see Ole Miss comes out blitzing, throws it. Isaac is wide open. South Florida touchdown from 9 yards out.
Yeah, and that's shut up by the run, right? Like, if you're not running the ball effectively, you don't get people to bite on that. So that's a great play. Great response by USF. Uncharacteristic mistake, but with a young player, you almost have to expect it. But now the real question for them is defensively. I mean, gotta put up some sort of fight here against the Rebels.
Oh, the tight end on the return. Here he goes, and he gets us to the 44.
Great return, tight end, too. Wouldn't expect that.
That's a tight end?
You see Ole Miss is coming out Wildcat again. 1st and 10. Puts a man in motion. Samuel had a touchdown earlier, and Samuel has the outside. He might have another. No, he gets tackled at the 34.
Man, I'm impressed. This Ole Miss run game, I mean, they lost some big players, I think, over the offseason, a couple of running backs. So to see the success here has been really good for them.
Banks runs Wildcat up the middle. Oh, had one guy to beat, couldn't beat him. Gain of 5. And he's really spamming that Wildcat. Oh, my goodness. He switches running backs this time.
There he is! Number 27.
Yeah, here it is. Cornette in the backfield here.
Oh, we're so canceled for this. Said he hands it off.
Oh, my God.
1st down. Martin Luther King. Oh, no.
Just a crazy 1-2 combo.
Oh, man.
MLK, Mary Kay
MLK.
It's just not someone I want to deal with.
You see Banks is coming out again. 23-yard line. Runs it to the right. Has the edge. He gets there. And Ole Miss scores 2 touchdowns from a Wildcat.
Yeah, USF's going to have to change something up. I mean, defensively, they're kind of coming out in that same set every time, and you've got to try something new. I mean, Ole Miss, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know, I can't blame them. But
I mean, again, they're making it work really well. Props to Ole Miss for making it work. As he's just going to let this kick bounce into the end zone. It comes out to the 25. As you see, 153 yards for South Florida compared to Ole Miss's 134. You see Baker's going to go play action on a 1st and 10.
No way,
He's going to go deep for Isaac. Triple coverage. Oh, he almost caught it, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that's the first throw I haven't really liked from Baker. I mean, that is asking for an interception or someone to go to the hospital. So we might want to stay away from that in the future. But, I mean, look, you got to take a shot every once in a while, keep the defense honest.
Don't disagree with you. 2nd down and 10. Baker throws the slant to Isaac. It's caught. 1st down.
Yeah, a lot of Isaac so far in this game. If you're Ole Miss, you got to try and maybe make someone else beat you. Alvin Isaac, obviously, really good running back last year. You know he's a dynamic playmaker.
Baker scrambling. Gonna take off with it. Makes a man miss. And he misses the football. And an offensive lineman gets on it. Luckily, there was somebody there.
Yeah, really lucky
George
that
Washington
was,
forced the fumble.
Yeah, great play, but I mean, that's just, you got to be careful. This is not Bryce Brown in the pocket. Like, we have to
Then he hands it off to Smith. Smith
slide.
shoots a man. Gets it to the 30. As you see,
Yep,
South Florida,
good
the
run.
Bulls are marching it down.
Is this a gotta score type of drive here, considering they don't get the ball back at half?
He
I think
clicked out
it's
to Isaac, has it inside the 20. He's going to go hurry up. Then try to get another playoff before. Does
He
he?
might, if he wants it.
No, he's just going to let it wind down. Or he just couldn't snap it. Who knows?
that's a real high level play. We saw this in the Oregon Georgia game too. Like, when you have 8 seconds to go, you might as well just line up in something and see if you like the look. And then if you don't, just let it run to the end of the quarter. But
Oh my goodness!
They
Wow.
tried the jet action, and he's pulled down by Violet Myers, the freshman cornerback
oh
out
my
of Florida.
God.
Interesting not to call timeout there if you're Ole Miss, for me.
See what he does here. Second down, 13.
Why?
Corner of the end zone. It's he was wide open. He was butt booty naked
he had
open, and he
him.
just missed him.
Bad throw from Jordan Baker there. Just, I mean, he had him. It's a really tight window, so you don't want to leave it short. But, man, they're going to wish they had that one back. This is why you didn't call a timeout if you're Ole Miss, though, because now after the incompletion, worst case, you'll have 1 timeout left if you get the stop, or you'll have 2 timeouts left, only use 1.
You just cannot give up a first down here. You got to make them get 3.
Third and 13.
Oh my God!
I thought he caught it. I thought he got it. Man. All right. 36-yard field goal from the right hash marks. Snap and holder good, and the kick is right through the uprights, and it is a 14-10 ball game in Tampa.
Now I have a question for Mayhem. Is there any pressure for Ole Miss? Obviously, they scored every time they've gotten the ball, but Boger has not thrown a pass. Do you feel any kind of worry there, even though they're up?
Why would you be worried? If I'm Ole Miss, I'm coming out in the Wildcat again, and I'm going to run it. I have
that's
3
what they're going to do.
Yeah. Until he stops it, why are you going to change anything?
Exactly. Like, you stick with your game plan until it becomes stopped. Thanks.
There we go.
I thought he got loose again.
Yeah, this is just, this is kind of a throwback to
And Ole Miss uses his
to
first
those
time
Maryland
out.
Eye days that Ole Miss had, where they just, we're going to run the football at you, and you've got to stop them. But if you're USF, you have to try something different. This 3 men up front, letting guys get to the second level is not
You really got to
working.
stack that box and run command.
Oh my
Banks
goodness!
again. We're like 11, 12 minutes into this game, and Ole Miss has not passed it one time. This is crazy. They're pulling this off. Now they're going to come out something different.
Oh, finally!
This is a big opportunity, though. If you're USF.
South Florida, 3-man rush. Elder gets ripped down by Wilkie, denied.
Might be time
And
to go
that's
back
if
to that
I'm Ole Miss.
Wildcat.
That's exactly why I would not have run. You're getting 8 yards. You busted off a 80-yard touchdown. You have 2 timeouts. The worst case if you get stopped. The worst case if you get stopped is that you have the lead into halftime. Like, now all of a sudden you put yourself in a spot where he can get the ball back. Can come right back in the Wildcat, though.
So he's coming out Wildcat. He's not going
There
anywhere.
you go. And now USF, this is where you want them. This is USF. This is your chance. If they can get a stop here.
Does he come back out in it? Oh, no, he doesn't.
Especially if they hang on to a timeout. Because if they get a field goal, they put themselves back into the window where all they have to do is get a 2-point conversion after a touchdown, and the game's tied. So you're basically, that's a big difference.
Third and 19. Boger making some pre-snap adjustments.
Hike it! and he
he's
didn't.
not going to get it off. That's going to make it 3rd and 24.
Ole Miss does tend to take a lot of false start penalties, I've noticed. But here we go. I mean, 3rd and 20, what do you got?
Changing up the play a little bit.
Does he get another one?
Boger. He is launching it deep against Lattimore. Batted down.
Great bat down by Marshawn Lattimore, son of Marshawn Lattimore.
Could have sworn he played for the Saints, but then came back to South Florida.
Yeah, you might want to put a junior after that just for the realism factor in the future. But either way, now you've got, 25 seconds and a timeout.
This is on the ball. Ole Miss gets on it. A.J. Brown, the senior quarterback, with the big hit to force the fumble.
Oh.
And Ole Miss is set up with great field position.
What a hit this is. Look at that. Boom! I mean, I don't know if he's walking after that. We're definitely going to need to take him to the blue tent for a concussion protocol. But and now here they go.
Oh, and he's again Wildcat. Banks takes it to the 25. He still has 2 timeouts, and he's going to use them.
Yeah, but, I mean, do you really, what do you do? You can't blame him.
I think we're just trying to guarantee a field goal, at least. Don't want to do
Wildcat,
anything crazy.
Banks. Up. Does he call his last timeout? He did not. Remember, runoff. You forgot the runoff. You can't.
Yeah. I don't know if you can no huddle out of the Wildcat, but if you can, I'm shocked he didn't do it there. But again, USF has to find an answer for this, because in the second half, I can promise you it's going to be the same thing. Boger's thrown one pass, he's gotten sacked, nearly thrown a pick.
Boger. No!
And what a play by
And
USF.
clutch defense by South Florida on the goal line.
Who was he looking at? There was the halfback right in front of him, and that would have...
Oh my goodness, Valentine.
And now, USF, you cannot turn this over here.
Oh my goodness.
I'm shocked Ole Miss isn't coming out in 3 deep.
With some trickeration.
There he goes. Jordan Baker.
Going
what do
deep
you
for
got?
Alvin Isaac, and it's batted down 3.
I'm just dumbfounded at that. Miss throw still. He had a field goal.
Yeah, here we go. I think you just got to take this to half.
Yeah. That's what he's going to do. And that wraps up the second quarter. Ole Miss receives ball to open up the second half of play here. 14-10, a pretty low game here in the Bay of Tampa, Florida.
That's just some...
So here we go. Ole Miss going to get the ball. Obviously in control here to where even a field goal puts you ahead in the game script. You got to wonder if they're going to come out in the Wildcat. I can't imagine they're not. Texas lost, by the way. Who did Texas play?
They played Ohio State, and they lost.
The Big Ten just dominates the SEC. It's not even close anymore. All right, here we go.
Banks here, 1st and 10. Handoff only gets a yard. South Florida, their job stopping it now. It's not like they're giving up big 10, 20, 30-yard chunk plays with that same play.
Well, you have to remember. Well, I'll go through this after here, but yeah, you've got to make the adjustment here.
Oh, Banks, he's gonna bounce it to the outside, and they're right on him. The South Florida defense stepping up here.
Look, I'm just gonna throw this out there. Ole Miss, when not in the Wildcat, have taken a sack, thrown a pick, and thrown a near interception. They haven't done anything outside of the Wildcat. So this is now a really tough position for...
3rd and 8 for Boger.
And
it is broken up.
And,
not a good throw. I'm sure Kansas State would have come up with that, but unfortunately not everyone has that. So
the Hicks is now punting it away.
Let's try and hang on to this. I'm shocked he would even kick it out of bounds. I'd want that returner to get his hands back on the ball if I was Ole Miss. But now this is USF. This is a huge opportunity for USF to really take back control with a touchdown here, and yeah, they're going to come out in that I formation. I like
I
this.
form, runs it to the right.
Broken!
Breaks the tackle, busts into the secondary, into Ole Miss territory.
Yeah, that's what USF does best. When USF just gets into that power run, and you have to respect that as a user, like, that's where they're at their best. This is what they need to do, in my opinion, moving forward.
Play action. Banks has the receiver, James, caught! Makes a man miss, cuts it back inside the 5.
Yeah, I mean,
Spencer James. Jordan Baker and Spencer James, that we've talked about, they've got a really good connection.
Handoff. Smith breaks a tackle. He gets pulled down well behind Burbage, loss of 4. Xavier Squires made that tackle.
Yeah, good play. But, I mean, Ole Miss has to be concerned on just how many guys are either open or how many tackles are getting broken right now by USF.
Let's see. He's going to motion Winton out.
This is 4-down territory here.
You think?
A lot of adjustments from Baker.
Touchdown, South Florida.
That's great.
The outside route worked. We know South Florida really likes some routes, but again, another passing touchdown for Baker. He has 2 on the day, and that gives South Florida a 3-point lead here, midway through the third.
Now I have a question for both of you guys. Do you think the newness of this this Wildcat is kind of over with now, and do you think he has to actually?
I think Ole Miss has to start running.
I think you can only do it so many times, and it's a balance when you're Ole Miss, in my opinion, because yes, it's working for you, but do you want to run it 20 times in a row so that he gets an idea of how to stop it?
I mean, and he's not. He's still doing it. I mean, not giving up.
Yeah, I don't.
Although Banks, he's going to run it into the. Oh, he's a little bit shy of the marker.
Yeah, and I was going to say, if he got that stop there and it wasn't a big gain, I think there would have been some significant questions about that play, especially because in the second half has been non-existent.
Banks has it easily.
And Boger. That's Boger's first positive play of the entire game, so hopefully he can build on that. I mean, I wish I was kidding, but it is. Oh, false start. Being on the road.
It's kind of interesting considering he didn't really make any adjustments to our knowledge.
First and 15 for Banks.
Committed. And I can respect that. I respect the commitment. Dedicated to the scheme.
Although, he cut it back, but he's not going anywhere. 2nd down 10 now.
And this is, I mean, USF, when they have had to play traditional football, USF has absolutely dominated the game. But Wildcat again.
This time.
Nowhere.
We just can't keep running straight into them. I feel like
he's just relying.
That is the problem with Wildcat is you really can do 2 things out of the Wildcat. You're either going to run it straight with your halfback, or you're going to run it to the outside with your halfback. And here's Boger, and I mean, you have to wonder if how much the ball has been out of his hands affects him.
4-man rush. He has a bunch of time. Oh, 1-on-1 broken up.
And again, Boger has to make a traditional football play. This might be why they're lining up in the Wildcat. I mean, this is...
Yeah,
last year he was 4-time, now he's 5-time. 4th and 9.
Oh my God!
Oh! South Florida roughs the kicker! And Ole Miss is going to have another first down!
Oh, you can't do that! You cannot do that! Oh my God.
Dirty Jackson had to boss the game.
EBJ, when it comes to special teams, has not had a good day.
It's been special on special teams for USF today. I mean, you cannot be making these mistakes. Roughing the kicker, fumble on a return.
He was really looking for out somewhere.
Hey, here we go.
1st and 10. Banks runs it to the left. Gonna get nothing. Phantom tax. There.
Cornette really pushed him from behind there. That's part of the game, but pushed him sideways, not forward and back.
Oh, he's gonna do read option this time, but he's not going anywhere. That defender was all over him.
So here we go. It's 3rd and 7. I imagine that Ole Miss is going to have to line up in a traditional
does not
formation.
have a first down when it comes to any other set.
Nope,
He's going,
wild.
it's
This
still
means they're
Wildcat.
going for it on 4th down.
Has to be.
Yeah, we don't come out on this.
No, play action!
Goodness!
Oh my goodness! Picked off that time!
Is that 4th time?
It's 5 time now with the interception.
Oh.
I love that play from Ole Miss. I mean, they had him. If that was an excellent play by 4th time, because no one else was within 30 yards of that receiver. Wow.
I've never seen that.
Baker has all day to throw. Steps up in that pocket. Uses the playmaker. Just throws it away.
Okay.
He was going to
Good
throw it
thing
to
he
the running
didn't
back, but he
throw
stepped
that.
out.
It would have been an illegal play had he. So, right decision there. But you've seen USF. I think their offense really is hurt by the fact that they do not have a mobile quarterback. Not having that element seems like it kind of has had a negative effect on their offense in
Baker
general.
gets taken down behind the line of scrimmage by Cameron Beavers, the D tackle out of Mississippi.
That's
Good play.
insane.
I mean,
You
if
got
you're
the two
Ole
of
Miss, you gotta get a stop here. Watch for the corner routes. Watch for the them nice long custom stem out routes that he does. Gotta watch out for that. Or them hitch routes, or not hitch, curl routes.
A lot to watch out for. Well, 3rd and 17. We'll see what they
3rd
got
and
here.
7.
Baker in trouble.
He's got
Taken down behind the line yet again. And keep in mind, this is the team. Okay, end of the 3rd quarter. South Florida, the defending national champions, up 3. As I was saying, keep in mind, Clemson beat this team, Ole Miss. They're playing their absolute tail off, running the same thing.
Well, this is a big opportunity for Ole Miss with starting position. Yeah,
He's
this
just
is
going to call
huge.
for the fair catch, though. But, hey, yeah, good field positions. You start in South Florida's territory.
And looks like Boger's on the sideline here.
I mean, he's just like, when am I going to get off the sideline? Never. All right.
Now with the way
Oh, my God. Banks has a block. And this time he finally got a first down out of it. Been a while since we've seen it.
Oh my goodness!
I mean,
Make some
not gonna
announcements after
lie,
this play.
I might be getting PTSD from seeing this same thing.
And
He's gonna hand it off to Cornette.
Okay, now that there's a break in the action, let's kind of go through some of the scores. Boise State won by
There's no
21
break in the
points.
action. It's 2nd and 2.
And Oklahoma upset Florida State.
Yeah, they did win by 1 point.
Banks has the first down, barely.
And then Tennessee and Nebraska are underway right now. So
And Kansas State and Miami are soon to play after this game concludes.
do you
Gain of
think
3.
should we be in shoe clock mode perhaps if this is all we're
Zero
gonna run?
passing yards.
That's
Zero
what I'm
passing yards.
saying. If he wins this game with 0 passing yards, then that's crazy.
I mean, he's in
And an
field goal.
interception. He's completed more passes to the other team than he has his own team.
They're snapping before the false start.
Don't want to take too much time on this. There he
Dead
goes.
Banks
There
has
he
a
goes.
hole
There
in
he
the
goes.
secondary, and Ole Miss reclaims the lead.
Yeah, that's a fantastic. I mean, that's just the commitment pays off. And I think that, I mean, we're kind of seeing USF wear down. I mean, we saw them losing consistently in the trenches the last time they were on offense. And it feels like Ole Miss has just worn them down And that's probably part of the game plan.
4 minutes remaining in the ball game. The defending national champion on the ropes here in Tampa as the kick is now away. Lombard's just gonna take a knee. Ball will come out to 25. Oh my gosh.
I hope not. I'm just hoping.
I don't think it is. I don't think it is.
Eager.
I don't think it's that. Smith, 3 yards.
I still like that from USF. I mean, they have plenty of time.
It is.
Oh my lord. Man, people are so wild with these custom names.
It is.
Here we go. 2nd and 7.
Baker snaps. Goes to the corner. It's tight coverage, but it's knocked away by Violet Myers.
I can't, dude. Oh,
we're going to need to have a conversation about this.
Might be time to start a dialogue.
Third
down 7.
Nothing.
Baker.
Oh my God, so much time. 2 man.
Oh my God, it's a 3-man rush. No, what's the D lineman? William Howard Taft. Whoa. we got Mary Kate Cornett. We got Martin Luther King. We got Violet Myers. We got William Howard Taft. I mean, this is crazy.
And we know what he's going to do. We know what he's coming out.
These names get worse. All right.
And we got to be in
here we go.
Shoe clock here, surely, as well.
Banks.
I have a feeling.
Cornett motions.
Oh, it's not. Oh. And I think if he ran that trickery play that he did in the third, he probably would have had a touchdown because he sent the house.
21 attempts. And 207 yards.
You have to wonder, I mean, just the long-term ramifications of an injury.
No, he's going to let it wind down this time, I'm pretty sure.
Then you risk a false start, right?
Not if he doesn't make any adjustments.
2nd down 12. Motions Cornett to his right. Keeper Banks.
Oh.
Gets half of what he needs for the first down.
Oh, he's calling them now. He is confident. Oh my gosh.
I mean, how can you blame him? Because all it takes is an incomplete pass, and he's basically going to have an extra timeout with the 2-minute warning. Boger they have 0 passing yards.
I don't.
And they're going to line up in the gun. Boger is back on the field. He has not. Even if he completes this pass, he has more completion to the other team than his own.
Get the gun ready then.
3rd and 6. Here we go. Boger.
He's going to hand it
off.
He's gone. No one's going to catch him. He's untouched. 57-yard touchdown. That might have been the dagger in Tampa Bay.
I mean, I wouldn't let him throw it either. That's a great play call. To come out in 3rd down and still run the ball, that is an experienced veteran play. Wow. That is straight out of the Oregon playbook. Well done.
Like Michigan and Clemson played as well.
And Clemson put that belt to him.
I think you put a belt to somebody
USF's
too, right?
got to score fast.
Yeah, speed. I'm 56-17. My first game at Texas A&M. Nice start. All right, 2 minutes left remaining. We still haven't hit the 2-minute warning. There's still a second left before that ever happens. Starts the drive off with a zig complete to James.
It's just, you can tell the USF offense, just without that dynamic running quarterback, it's like a whole new team. I mean, just some of the plays that they could make last year just aren't available right now, and you can see it hurting them down the stretch.
2nd down 2, takes the underneath to his running back. Gonna have to go fast here.
That doesn't really help with anything. All it's going to do is take time off the clock. I mean, down by 2 scores.
3-man rush. All day.
Open. Got him.
Winds
Can he
it
get the
up,
two?
and he does have 2 feet down, and it's caught by Spencer James. I mean, 0
What a
passing
catch.
yards, and he's up by 11. I mean, this is crazy. First down and 10. Oh, almost intercepted, but Alvin Isaac, that was a good throw, but Isaac makes the catch. Gets it out of
Man,
bounds.
he does not step out of bounds. That
this
had
game,
6 all
this
over
game
it.
technically is not over. I said the dagger when Ole Miss scored that touchdown. I don't think this game's over yet.
Yeah, this is a tough situation. I think you have to go for the touchdown here, but
What do they do here? It's a little RPO. Gonna get him
Great
5
play.
up the
This is
sideline.
great clock management.
I mean,
way.
just tiptoeing along the sidelines, just not trying to take like that much time off. Doing what he can.
Here we go, 2nd and 5.
Second down 5. Baker takes off.
Don't love it.
Hit.
Don't love
They're
it.
gonna have to hurry it up. I mean, they've
Don't
got to
love
score.
that.
They've got to score with at least a minute left. Before the clock gets down to under a
40
minute.
seconds.
3 now.
Well,
They do
you got
here.
it. You want to score the touchdown.
Oh, Miss
Oh,
Ray command, and he's
no.
taken down behind the line. Oh man, yeah, you gotta. I don't know.
I think, do we just take our 3?
I think.
And there's
I mean,
clock run
no.
off. Yeah, I mean, you got to go for this.
Yeah, you have to at this point.
Oh,
Oh,
my
boy.
goodness, look at how much
I mean, look
time.
all that clock run off. Yeah,
Blitz coming. Can he get there?
he does have the first down.
He got
down
it,
to
but
the
this
down to the
is
2-yard line.
this is now if Ole Miss gets a fumble recovery, the game or gets the ball back, the game's over.
Oh, over his head, incomplete.
He had a touchdown. If
You
he
have to
just-
wonder if the original pick 6, that's the same play on that interception he threw earlier. Like, did he rush the progression? You know, anything like that? That has lingering effects. I think we saw him there.
I mean, you're just. Oh,
But he
what up?
does not get in.
No!
How did he not get in? I thought he was in.
Gotta
This
go
is
quick.
huge.
I mean, this Ole Miss
20
front is
seconds.
just
throws, looking.
looking incomplete. I think you just quarterback sneak this.
I think we just take our 3
The
and
quarterback
try.
sneak doesn't work.
That's what he's gonna do.
We take our 3. I thought we should have taken our 3 probably with a minute and 20 seconds left. in this
Like a
game.
while ago, but gonna take the 3,
Oh, he does.
and it's good. 17-yard field goes right through, and now it comes
I'm gonna
down to
be
an onside
honest.
kick.
I do not agree with that call, and I know that people probably disagree with that, but you have to score a
Onside
touchdown.
kick
You
here.
can't.
Oh,
Nope.
he caught it.
He grabs it, landing hand.
Oh, how ironic would it have been after
Oh my
special
gosh.
teams cost him all game if they would have come up with that one. Wow.
Oh my, but no. Okay,
I
need
would
stop
like to get a
laughing.
heart rate monitor on both players when that ball
Okay.
came out.
And he
All right,
won.
but that wraps it up.
Oh my goodness.
I guess we're not gonna get an interview.
Oh my gosh, that wasn't. The game didn't even finish.
Well, the game is over.
He is
Wow.
not happy.
A guy
With the way he
who
was
passes
raised.
for 0 yards wins,
Didn't even let the
beats
game
the
get out of
defending
the
national
lobby.
champion.
Wow.
What a start to the season for Jackson after losing in the CFP to Clemson.
You have any questions for him?
Since DBJ left, we're gonna go down the field to Jackson. Jackson, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got a copy.
How did you do it? 0 passing yards and you beat the defending national champs. Just how did you do it?
I mean, I just got to prove a point, man. I mean, we saw a guy make it to the national championship running Wildcat all year. I just had to prove it doesn't take any skill.
Oh,
Well, okay. I mean, wow, calling
Shout
out.
out
I
the
mean,
Hurricanes.
hey, Sauce, if you're watching this, I think Jackson might have humbled you.
I think we're going to see Sauce come out in the Wildcat in the next
All
game.
right, how would you say your? I mean, your defense. They clutched up when it was time. I mean, how would you say they played?
Yeah, we
Forcing
got
2
a good
turnovers
defense,
as well.
obviously. He's definitely a better player than me. He's at a disadvantage with his team, but
Yeah.
D-line did real good in that second half, and our coverage was okay.
All right. Well, that's all I got. You guys got any questions?
Yeah, I got a question for Jackson. Do you expect this offense to? I mean, I know that we had talked, before this game about kind of a new offense. Is this a look at the new offense, or was this just to prove a point, like you said, or is this something we're gonna, see from Ole Miss moving forward? 0 passing yards on the way to a natty.
It might be. We got some film out there, so maybe people will stop it. I'm taking the Wildcats. I'm gonna win the national championship with the Wildcat. I'm not gonna lose.
Bold words. All right, Joshua.
I mean, yeah. If we could go to your schedule, looking ahead, obviously we love to look ahead in college football. I mean, after beating, I think you would consider probably this your toughest game on the schedule. Is there anyone else on Ole Miss's schedule that you're kind of looking at to, kind of look as a testing point for the playoffs since you're trying to get there?
No, not really. It's not. Schedule isn't that hard. That was my toughest game, but we won that.
Yeah, so for
Let's
me.
see. We got most of these teams are ranked. How the bye week's ranked 8, but I mean,
Wait, what do you say?
Texas lost, and I'm at home.
Yeah, Texas
Tennessee,
did lose. Yes,
I
that is
lost to
true.
Tennessee last season, but I was away. I think I got that at home. At Charlotte, at Alabama. That's like
Let's see.
80-point win.
Belt.
What about
This game will be
what
tough,
about
I
week
think.
12?
Week 12.
I don't know.
I
I
think
mean,
it'll be tough.
Not a lot of.
I mean that might be a game to circle. I'm not gonna lie.
How do we get away with this schedule? Is my question.
We'll see what I draw
What?
to stop that crazy
I
ass
literally
Wildcat.
playing the national
All right.
champion.
Yeah, beat
and
the
then
national
you're
champion
Charlotte
with
and
0
Nebraska.
passing yards. I mean,
Charlotte-
We're gonna dive
Notre
into
Dame beat you
the-
last season. Like, what are we talking about?
I mean,
Are we gonna
five, six,
dive?
7. Is that? I think that's 8, 9 ranked
You
opponents.
lost to
I'm pretty sure.
Mississippi State in year 1. Like, I just
That
don't
was
want to hear
year
it.
2.
We are
But
not
you're
gonna
too
have
off the
this
spike.
discussion.
Yeah, we're
What
gonna
happened last
kind
time
of
we
cut
played
this off.
him?
We're gonna cut this off now.
If it wasn't raining, we should go back to year
Thank you
1.
guys for
I'm
tuning
sure,
in.
buddy.
Nice way to kick off season 5. Ole Miss beats the defending national champs with 0
Mickey-
passing yards. He did the unthinkable,
Mickey Mouse
but hey,
Clubhouse.
that might be storyline of the entire season. I'm not gonna lie. It's week 0. Anyway, I am U of L fan, head coach of Texas A&M. Alongside me, always Joker, head coach of USC, and your analyst, Mayhem, head coach of Oregon. And we're signing off.
National